taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yard runs, and goes to one of those.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Here we go.
A give out of the gun to Jeanty. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open fields. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Jeanty. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Here we go. Go.
Play action. It's Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will be out of bounds, but there is a flag down. I suspect this might not be a legal pass. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Here we go, Ty.
Now it's Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now Fields going to run. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
This is 2nd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And they'll bring it down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They're right here.
On play action, here's Tua. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. This is intercepted. as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. A run straight ahead with Genty. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
The Dolphins hit 6-5 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Maxx Crosby able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Ready.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Fields. To the left side, pass caught by Thornton. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
1st down.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Fields now to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Justin Fields An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Jeanty will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 26-yard line.
Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do it all on anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. Out of my way.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the pressure gets to him again. And that sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Thornton, the motion man right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
3rd down. 3rd and
long. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw is Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Tony. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Here's Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The drive starts with a run from H.N. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Looking to pass. Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Max Crosby. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some. All the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 60 yards. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
11.
The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Pass complete right side to Bowers. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles? H.N. and the ball is held. Well, I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked for but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 44-yard line.
You're right here. Ready.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Go ahead.
1st and 10 at the
Here's Tua. That is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Tua to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. This one thrown underneath to Achane. Almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
Tua on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Back to throw. Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Las Vegas, 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Here we go.
1st down, Las
319,
Vegas.
guys, right? Right.
Off play action. Fields. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton, 59 yards. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Now a hit, now loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the 1st down. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903. Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
20, TX. Hut.
Now Tua. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Field's going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 27. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller,
Justin Fields keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Raiders are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point. But his leg...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Oh, he breaks a tackle and he's got an alley. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Panther 11, Panther 11.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine, 47 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14.
Raiders 29. Dolphins 15.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
The Raiders.
Fields trying to throw for it. That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And some room to run now. And it'll be a big hit at the end of this one, but it's also a big play as he's able to hang on to the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Open man is Waddle, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
70 line, take over.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
This is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. He'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He'll try and do this himself. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Dolphins 23. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that,
touchdown! Brock Bowers, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Dolphins 23.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Miami. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Once again, the Dolphins will come out and go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point.
They'll try and throw for it. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now Fields going to run. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
To throw is Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bowers. 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun, here's Fields. They'll get this out to Genty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2.
The Raiders will
Fields now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It's complete. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
at their own 31-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Riggs! Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars.